it was Nestor Loyola of Belgium and Gergely Siklosi of Hungary. And in 2024, Siklosi won at 15-10, and in this year, it was Nestor Loyola who won 15-11. And I was hoping that when we got to Budapest, we'd have a three-peat.
So what happened?
Neither one of them made it.
They didn't make it, okay.
Yes. Okay, here they come. Second semifinal. On the right is Pan Qimiao of China, hometown favorite. And she'll face off against Alexandra Lee of the USA. Referee for this match is Adrian Peach of Hungary, Mihai Ciuciu of Romania, our video referee, Sam McClellan and Sonia Abdic, our floor judges, our assessors for this second semifinal.
So, Pan almost didn't make it here. In the round of 16, she won 15-14 over Sullivan of the United States.
Right.
And the last action was really close. It looked like Sullivan might have taken the blade. Both fencers took the blade. The ref gave it to Pan. I'm sure after the replay they got it right. But she came that close to being eliminated in the 16th.
Well, she's getting off to a quick start here.
You hear the referee tell Pan to put the hair into the mask, because if the hair is on the electric jacket, the lame, and the saber were to hit there on the hair, theoretically it could prevent the light from going on.
Yeah, you can't have hair covering the valid target area.
No. That's a remise by Lee. That was not her action. She was going to ask for a review, and her teammates and coaches said, no, don't do it. Talked her out of it.
Very nice, simple action there from Lee.
That was a nice one by Lee. I heard a blade action there. If that was, it might have been a riposte.
Well, she tried the same thing, and Pan was like, yeah, I saw that one.
So Lee is trying straight attacks, and 3 times out of the first 5, Pan has made para riposte. It's first is no. Lee was short on the first one. She has to make a compound action here. She is not hitting on straight actions in the middle of the piece like that. This time Pan hopped forward looking for the blade, and Lee was able to make the attack. But Lee cannot make straight single actions in the middle of the piece. Not effective.
I mean, she had one good one, but after that, Pan was like, I saw that one before.
Okay, well, this time Lee was able to hit on a straight action in the middle, and Pan counterattacked. She didn't parry.
There's a nice parry there.
Short. Lee is short. Pan is longer, and Pan has a big reach advantage and has been successful against Lee so far. This doesn't feel like a 7-6 bout right now. Lee is hanging in there, but it does seem like her straight actions in the middle have been ineffective.
Okay, well, level at 7.
Referee changes the call, and Pan acknowledged.
Lee with the parry and riposte. And we go into the 1 minute break, and Lee, after struggling in that opening period, has got the lead.
How about that last phrase? Lee's attack was parry, the riposte was no. And then it was able again to make a parry and a riposte. That was quite a phrase in the middle after
Yeah.
this. All those single actions. Well,
A snack.
maybe hoping to get a little potassium in there as well. Pan's going to have to take advantage of her reach advantage.
Yeah.
And she does have a considerable one. And in addition to that, Pan's actions in the middle are generally not hitting directly. So Lee's actions. Pan has to figure out how to make Lee fall short, which she's been successful at so far.
The attack no from the left.
That goes for Lee. Same thing, says the referee. Preparation on the right, maybe looking for the blade as well, and Lee was able to attack. The last two actions were identical. Well, Lee knows she can't do that. And after the break, both touches that she's been hit on have been that action. She can't do that. But she can do that.
Yep. That was nice.
The reason that worked is because Lee was able to push in stages there, not a one shot in the middle. That was the remise that scored. Pan parried that. You heard the clunk.
Yeah.
That was the remise. Got to give credit to Lee. There's been one action that she's been getting hit on consistently, but somehow she's built up a 13-9 lead. She's 2 away from the gold medal bout.
Well, now it's Pan that needs to shake things up.
Pan's first attack is no. It's exactly what the referee said, and that gives Lee the chance to make the new attack. So actually, 3 of the actions after the break that Pan did were identical, and she's been hit on that. So it's interesting. Each fencer has been unsuccessful at a certain action, and they've done it over and over again.
Well, if this call stands, Lee's going to be 1 point away from the gold medal match.
Good for Lee. She seemed like she was in trouble in the first half of this bout.
She was.
She really was, and she's changed things a little bit here, and now it's up to Pan to change, or she's not going to defend her championship.
No. Well, there we have it. Pan steps out of distance, launches her attack, and the counterattack is waiting for her.
And how about that?
15-9.
Didn't see that coming, wouldn't have predicted it, certainly not with the defending champion and the way the first half of the bout went. Congratulations to Alexandra Lee.
Well, she's going to fight for gold, and she will face Alexandra Mihailova. It is a bronze medal tonight for Pan Qimiao, and we will see her on the podium later.
You know, Lee is scrappy. She's not as tall as the other fencers,
Mm-mm.
not as long. She's a battler.
Well, congratulations to her. We'll see her in a bit, but we've got a gold medal to decide here.
And congratulations to Pan. Gold
Oh yeah,
and a bronze.
yeah.